Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Backpacktrader Trading Room for Wednesday, September 4th, 2024. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and informational purposes only. It's not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right. No more sessions today, so that's all for the disclosures. Crude 90107 long setup off the 20 SMA. That goes to target 1 for 12 ticks and a single tick on the trailer. 13 ticks and a one and done session. Unleaded, I've been having to work a little harder. That one takes a partial. This is target 2 only. 606 to 634. So we get 28 out of that. Times 2. So 56. Market is open. There's a short trade. On the YM. So far, it's a get in sync. And there's the entry. So short on the YM. Micro Russell took a quick full loss, set up right on the start. Yeah, and we hit just a tick away from the stop in 7 seconds. So that's a no trade. Soybeans. Gone too far on the add-on trade, so no trade there either. And we take a full stop out on the YM. We're still down 73 ticks on unleaded. So we still need another trade. Target 2. Go back and take a look at that here shortly. Another short trade on the YM. 5 seconds. That's a no trade at the moment. It's get in sync and hits money management, so that one's off the table. That is a no trade. Not executable. Micro Russell has a long trade, a little bit larger than normal with a wick. Target one will definitely be soybeans up to its session open. YM trade stops out. We're looking for a new setup there. Micro Russell trade hits money management. Looking for target 3. That's actually already, no, it's key level. We're not above we're at 21.44.9 for the trailing stop. That one's going to start trailing here momentarily. Yeah, there it is. Goes to 45.3. All right, crude is done for the moment. We will have a 10 a.m. mini session as we do not have a crude oil inventory report coming out today. That will be tomorrow. Tomorrow at 11. So our start time for the micro NQ is in the midst of this trade. Short trade setup now. That's a big trade with a pretty strong wick. And triggering in. Not quite big enough to get target 1 as a target. So we will go to target 2. And Micro Russell with a just more than break-even trade. Pulls back to the stop and takes us out. YM and soybeans both looking for trades. YM system is flat. Soybeans is in a long trade that was prior to our start time, so we're not in this trade. Looking for a new setup there. Almost getting down to money management on the micro NQ. And getting into a short on Micro Russell. Down 2 ticks. Only 43 flat. And we're still a tick away from money management. Full risk still on trade. And a full stop out. Micro NQ stopping and reversing. Plotted entry is 902 3/4, so we'll make that 903 3/4. Money management at target 1. First actionable target at target 2. And we have another short trade on the micro Russell. Has not triggered in it as yet. It also goes down to 41.5 for money management. And YM with a short. Now that session high is at 158, and we have a stop at 157. I would move that up to 161. Get it a couple of ticks above the session high. And we'd also, okay, we hit money management on, or just barely tick through it, so we pick up a 1 tick break even. So picking up a couple of ticks there. Micro NQ takes a full loss on the long, now sets up a new long. There's money management on the long and target 2, so that's a winner. And trailing 945 news. You can make a case for standing down for that. Okay, there's a wick down, so we definitely are in this micro Russell trade as well. That's a winner. Also starting to trail 47.4. Came up 3 ticks, but we certainly made it to the money management. Picked up target 3. Doesn't look like we... Yep, hit target 4 right on the nose. And stopping out. So that is a win. So we have a partial, a full loss, and a win. And now we go short again. Micro NQ off to the races. Short on the micro Russell. Down 2 will be 45.0. Stop at 943 3/4 on the micro NQ. Still waiting for trade. Still waiting for another trade on YM and waiting for the first trade on soybeans. So we had a very small loss. I would call that even a break even on the first trade on the micro NQ. Then we took a full loss, and now I target to win. Target 3. So I'm picking up targets 2 and 3 and stopping out. Did we get target 4? Yes, we did. So 3 target 4, yes, 2, 3, and 4, and we are in a short now. I would say that is likely avoidable to this point. So that's a get in sync that just triggered in. We're definitely in the trade now. Short trade on the micro Russell is target 3 and target 4 winner. Trailer at 45.3 at the moment. And we take a full loss on the short on the micro NQ. That's the second loss there. And then we go long. I'm not. Yeah, okay. We just triggered it in anyway for sure. I was going to say I'm not sure we had time to execute that. It gave us a pullback to get in. And micro Russell trade stops out at 45.3. Micro NQ long trade taking some heat. Taking a lot of heat. And hitting the stop. So that will end the session. That's third loss. Break even, loss, win, loss, loss. And we do not take the short trade. So I will bring the unleaded chart back down here. It just went through a short trade that I missed while we're looking at all the other things. And it was just essentially a break-even stop out. So still down 71 ticks. Now, target 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the end of the session on unleaded. Target 2 traders ended up down 71 ticks. Target 1 traders actually got positive on the first trade. This trade went to target 1 for 50 ticks and 11, was it? 68 to 79. Yeah, 11 ticks. So 61 ticks for target 1 traders. Positive 71 tick loss for, and a short trade on the soybeans chart. And a long trade that's successful on the YM. That will end the session on the YM if it's, how fast was it? 50, and 12-second bar, probably in that. So we pick up target 1's less than 20, so we go to target 2, and we did hit that. So that's 28, 20, well, since we hit target, I'm going to keep that at to stop at 52 and take a tick on the trailer, not key level it in that particular case. But that gives us a 2-tick win there and a 29-tick win there. 31 ticks. Now that was a no trade there. Oh, that's right. We took a full stop on this one. So we got 31 ticks in hand. We lost 86. So we're down 55. And we'll look for another trade. Take a loss on Michael Russell. That's, you got to see where we are on that one. We got a break even, essentially a break even, just a couple of ticks. First trade, loss on the second. Loss, that's a win. That's a win. 2 losses, 2 wins, and a break even. And we're now in a long trade. Trade number 5. This one's big trade. It's going to be target 1. Now, actually, Yeah, target 2 will be an actionable target. And it's starting to trail already, and we just hit target 1, bring it to break even. 46.9. So we will go to target 6 today, or I'm sorry, trade number 6. This will be, at worst, a break even or partial win. So we have only 2 losses. There is target 2 win. We'll be looking for target 3. Pound Aussie has had no trades this morning. Since we got into our trade plan, we do have a 10 a.m. crude mini session, so I'll mark up this trade as it is a possible get in sync at this point. Has not hit the stop or target 1 yet. Micro Russell trade is at 47.4 for the stop. We've already hit target 2. We're looking for target 3. Soybeans making a little bit of progress on its short. And a long trade on the YM. That set up a little fast. I don't know if we'll 33. Yeah, 5 seconds. And we're not in that one yet. That's get in sync at this point. Go ahead and get your order in at 091. But we're not in that trade yet. Target 3 and nice trailer on the Micro Russell. Now at 52.4. And money management on the YM trade, so that one is off the table. That one is a no trade. And Micro Russell stops out at 53.4. One more trade. $10 a.m. crude mini session in less than 2 minutes. About 35 seconds. minute 5 to the crude session. Not this trade. That stops out, so we'll have a chance for we need a new setup. Another 7 seconds. And we are in the 10 a.m. mini session. Short trade. Short on crude. All right, in that trade. Making some progress now. Soybeans testing its 50 EMA, getting within a tick of its target 1. That's our first trade of the morning. Like Micro Russell went through a hold down, then a real noisy stretch there. $10 didn't have any news, but I would say that was all of that happened on at 5 seconds after 10. So our first trade there, our final trade of the morning, is this short that was targets 3 and 4 and a nice trailer down beyond target 4. Solid morning for the Micro Russell. YM picks up a short trade that went too far at 10:01. Our long trade got 39 ticks on target and 91 to 98.7. So that trade, the short was too fast. The long will definitely get us to positive. So YM is power of quitting this morning. Crude meandering about, making progress again. Now it's down to its swing low and bouncing back up to the entry. Micro Russell is done, the YM is done. Both positive. Crude is in a short for its 10 a.m. mini session. And soybeans is back up to the entry, to the short entry in its short trade. And now I have a potential stop and reverse at, let's see, entry, yeah, make that 10.16. There's our potential stop and reverse. We're actually still in the short trade at this point. Crude making another attempt to push down. It's like finding some support at an earlier swing low. If you're in looking for the crude oil inventory report this morning, it will not be until tomorrow at 11. Monday holiday postpones that until Thursday at 11 rather than Wednesday at 10:30. And the pound Aussie's finally gotten active. To have a long that I would say we're still in the original long. That short is going to be at 499, and we got as low as 018. So we're actually still in. We are in this long right here. Calculator's tracking the short, and I'm going to put the stop at the 499. Leave the stop at the 499. Cut our risk a little bit based on the stop and reverse. Crude hitting money management. Hasn't quite gotten to target one yet. 69.58. And there's target 1. And we are trailing down to 69.72. And stopping out at break even. So crude is done for the 10 a.m. session. That's a one and done. Target 1 of 21 ticks. And we get 71 for the stop from an entry at 79. So 8 ticks on the trailer. $29 ticks. And another session done. So the only if we're in soybeans. Soybeans did stop and reverse. So we go from 14.5 to 16. And we have a six tick or 6 tick risk times 4 positions gives 6 points down. Soybeans and unleaded typically, or I'm sorry, soybeans and the pound Aussie tend to be slow moving, especially this time of day. Target 1 just below the session high. We'll keep it going for a few minutes and see where we are. Soybean seems to be in a consolidation phase. Set a new session high at 10.19 and pull back to set up our short trade. Trying to head back up, but not getting just beyond the 20 SMA and coming back to test it again. And actually our stop and reverse is still valid on the pound Aussie. At 4.99, could it come back down? As it did trigger unadjusted. And now soybeans pulling back down to the 50 EMA. Looks like we triggered the subsequent long trade. That'll cancel the stop and reverse. So we remain in the original long trade. Entry at 522. We got 522.3. So that does cancel the short stop and reverse. I'll leave my stop at 4.99. Cut our risk a little bit. See where this goes. Pound Aussie pushing up through the 200 EMA. That's a good sign. Money management is at 532.9 and target at 535. Our first target's 535. Pound Aussie making a move. Back up to the entry on soybeans. And this is the slow and tedious part. Watching the slow movers if you have any trade plans on. Pound Aussie testing the 50 EMA again. Testing the 200 and the 50. They're pretty close together. Soybeans definitely looking like it's in consolidation. And the Pound Aussie get away from the 50 EMA, or 250 EMAs. 250's coming up to, looks like maybe cross over the 200 again. Just crossed under. Looks like we're not getting away from the 50 significantly. If you can get to target 1 on the original long trade, that's going to be a power quitting trade. That is the first trade of the morning. Sideways price action on both the pound Aussie and soybeans charts. And we're coming up to 10:30. Not doing much of anything. Micro Russell with a very good morning. Crude with 2 mini session wins, small ones, but positive. YM was positive. Soybeans still active. It's down 6 points and in a long trade. Unleaded. Target 1 was positive. Target 2 was negative. Pound Aussie in its first trade of the day. Looking for its first targets. So basically, Micro NQ, the only chart that was looked like it was probably somewhat slightly negative. 1 win and 3 losses, although the win was solid. So it's going to be marginally negative. Overall, a good day. Questions or comments this morning? Once again, no crude oil inventory report today. That is postponed to tomorrow at 11 because of the Monday holiday. All right. I don't see anybody typing in questions or comments. So rather than just watch these 2 charts go sideways, since everything else is done, I'm going to call it a morning, and we will see everybody tomorrow morning at 9:30. And then we'll have the 11 o'clock crude inventory report session. See everybody tomorrow.